Dynamic, articulate, perceptive, courageous, outspoken.
Welcome back to the dojo, y'all. We got another reaction for you, and this time it is 200,000 bankers are fired. Wall Street mass layoffs. Damn. So the layoffs is hitting everybody. It don't matter where you at. They coming for you. This is on Market Gains channel. They got 217,000 subscribers. Video was uploaded 3 days ago. It's got 64,000 views. Now we're going to go ahead and jump into this and see what's going on. I didn't know the bankers was feeling it too, but let's go ahead and get into it.
Nobody ever talks about how hard it is to find a job post undergrad or grad school.
I got laid off from my job, and so I obviously have a ton of time on my hands now, and I thought maybe I should start a diaries for people who are also unemployed in this job market, and we could just all relate to each other. So to start off, I got laid off from my first job.
So right now, mass layoffs are hitting the banking sector, from UBS to Citigroup to HSBC in Hong Kong. Seems like banks and a lot of their jobs are going to be the first to go, not just because the economy is pretty bad and a lot of CEOs and CFOs are looking at a bad economic forecast, but also really bad AI problems. So AI is replacing everyone at this point. AI is even replacing Indeed and Glassdoor.
Well, it looks like nobody is safe. Nobody is safe from AI, and I keep saying it time and time again, and I'm going to keep saying it, bro. They're trying to crash the economy. They're trying to put AI in place so that we are all dependent upon the system, and when they bring about the beast system, where you can't buy, sell, or trade unless you get that mark, bro, that's what they doing, bro. That's what's going on. They trying to get it to where everybody get that RFID chip or whatever it is, whatever this mark is gonna be, so that you can't be active in society unless you subscribe to the mark, bro. That's what's happening. That's what's going on. That's what times we are in right now. Bro, we seriously are in the book of Revelation, bro. I don't know if you believe in the Bible or you believe in God or whatever, what have you. But, yo, this is what's going on. 200,000 people just got laid off. 200, that's nearly 250,000 of people that are out of work right now, bro. Y'all don't see the chaos coming. Y'all don't see the apocalypse forming right before our eyes. Bro, it's getting bad. It's really getting bad, bro. I wonder how many people got laid off this year alone, bro. Probably several million people got laid off this year, bro. Keep it a buck. I'm included. I got fired. I ain't get laid off. I got fired.
AI is even just replacing jobs at Microsoft. It's actually kind of wild how many people AI will be firing these jobs. Artificial intelligence could be replacing 200,000 jobs on Wall Street, according to new reports. A lot of these people are saying that AI is a big deal. And if you're in like the blue collar sector, it's probably not going to replace you. But if you're in like the white collar sector, it's going to replace you. Even the Salesforce CEO is like, we're kind of in a white collar recession right now. This is by Bloomberg Intelligence. And I really do believe in this. And we're already seeing banking layoffs, like Singapore's DBS Bank firing 4,000 workers because of artificial intelligence. Right now, jobs are really hard to get, especially when you got Citigroup firing 20,000 people, HSBC isn't exactly hiring, and also banking revenues aren't really that high. It's getting to a point that many people are now posting on social media talking about what in the world is going on with the job.
I want to read this post. This is a Reddit post, but this was a year ago. This was I guess the situation I got. Okay, let me read this thing. I used to get job offers in monthly basis, now getting turned down even by startups despite having 4 times more experience than their requirements. It's hard to digest. I had dozens of interviews in the last 10 months and they went nowhere. I'm not alone. I am in touch with some former coworkers with 20 plus years of experience. They are struggling too, or find a job and get laid off after 3 months. We're doomed. It's crazy how government lies about job market being stronger than ever. You know how bad inflation and job market is by looking around you. Yeah, that's real. It got 322 upvotes, 193 comments. So that, yeah, a lot of people are feeling it, bro. I know everybody's not on Reddit, but for Reddit numbers, that's actually pretty good. That post got a lot of traction. And if it got that many likes, it probably got over 1,000 views, probably even more than that. But yo, like we seeing in real time the crashing of the economy, bro. We're seeing it in real time, and if you're denying, if you don't think it's not gonna come for you, just keep waiting. Your time will come. I hope it doesn't. I really hope it doesn't. I hope you can survive in this economy, but they trying to get everybody in a desperate situation, so when we're desperate, we're going to ask for whatever the government has to give us. And we're going to take it with no questions asked because we're going to be so desperate. We're going to take anything we can get.
Job market says, I used to get job offers on a monthly basis. Now getting turned down, it's hard to digest. Really bad. The government talks about how the job market is stronger than ever before, but honestly though, it's pretty weak. With so many companies conducting layoffs and not that many companies doing hiring, why are the unemployment numbers so low? A lot of it includes part-time work, gig work, poverty wages, and much more. Is it really 4.2%, especially when you zoom in for 22 to 35-year-olds?
I think it's more than 4.2% if you ask me, because it's a lot of people that are finding themselves out of work. It's all over TikTok, it's all over social media, it's all over YouTube. It's everywhere. People are losing their jobs left and right. And we are becoming more desperate by the day, bro. And this is not just by happenstance. This is all by design. All of it's by design. This is what the powers that be want to happen so that they can force their will upon us with whatever systems that they're going to put in place after the economy is fully crashed and nobody can do anything. Nobody has anything. Nobody has any money in their pocket. Nobody has a way to survive. Bro, I can't anticipate exactly what it's going to be, but I know it's not going to be good. I'm going to go ahead and take a quick little pause break because I want to get me something to drink. I'm a little parched, and you won't even recognize I'm gone. So hold on for just a second. Okay, let's continue. Got my little beverage, and I'm ready to go.
Trying to get a good white-collar job that pays over $65,000, that number just totally changes, and it hits like double digits. It's not looking so great. Check out some of these videos.
I am a senior at Cornell. I've applied to over 300 jobs. Who has a job right now? It kind of sucks because the school's expensive. I'm an econ major. I have a 3.7 GPA, and I cannot get a full-time job. The only reason I'm not broke is because I've saved up working on campus and then also doing class action settlements on claim. Basically, brands pay you out, so I'm like $8K doing that so far. Didn't recommend it's passive income. But if I didn't have that, I would literally be broke. I cannot get a job. I might be cooked. What do I do?
I got laid off today.
I feel for that guy. He got a 3.7 GPA, meaning his GPA is almost perfect. His GPA is almost perfect. And he's struggling to find employment anywhere. He's at an accredited university. Seems like he's doing good with his grades. He's got a couple dollars in his pocket, but it won't be long before he loses it all, bro, if he can't find a job, bro. I feel for him, man. I feel for anybody going through it right now because it's a lot of people out there who are struggling to make ends meet. Even though they have a job, they're struggling to make ends meet with the cost of living constantly going up, inflation constantly going up, stagnant wages, bro. It's becoming extremely difficult for anybody to survive in this economy. It looks like America is slowly becoming a third world country, bro. Mark my words, bro. That's what's happening. We are becoming a third world country, bro. The empire of America is collapsing, and we are here to watch it burn. That's what it feels like.
After 10 years at the most amazing company, I didn't think it would happen, but I kind of thought it would happen at some point. I got the email. your role has been impacted. And today, let me tell you, has been a whirlwind of emotion. And I think that a lot of people, when they get laid off, they're sad, they're angry, you know, it is what it is. To me, this is just another sign that God has always had my back and that there are more blessings coming. And I wasn't going to post this because, like, there's a lot of haters out there I need to put my evil eye on. But, like, I'm just so thankful. So if I've ever worked with you or this comes across your page and you were my client at one point, thank you. Drop in the comments a memory of working with me. And if you know of anyone that's hiring, holler at your girl. I think I'm going to document this journey. Okay, love y'all.
I got laid off, check. Layoff, check. Guys, I have an update for you. This is really not a joking matter, of course, but we use humor to cope with things. If you didn't know my job situation, basically, I started working with a startup company in like late January, early February. After leaving a job I did really like, but I felt like it was, ready to move on to the next chapter. No job is ever 100% secure, but startups are definitely more of a risk.
She is so right. No job is ever 100% secure, bro. You gotta earn your right to stay there every single day, bro. You can fly under the radar, that's fine. But when the spotlight's on you, or they're at a position where they're ready to make some cuts, it's always the lowest ones on the totem pole that's gonna get it first. That's just how it goes. And she said she started in January. That was like 7 months ago. It's currently August of 2025. August 19th, 2025. So that startup company didn't look like it was going to be the one to hold her down for too long at all. And now she's in a position where she got to find another job, bro. We all are going through it, bro. It's just every day I see more and more of these videos and I'm like, damn, bro, what are we going to do? What are we going to do, bro? Because the situation is not improving at all. It's just getting worse. It seriously is just getting worse day by day, bro. Day by day. Pray for us. God, help us.
Connection with this company, and I actually started on a contract with them, so I had like a 2-month contract. It was kind of a trial period, and then after that trial period, they were like, yes, we like what's up, we like what you're doing. Then they officially employed me after that. This is not like a rat on this company specifically, but I basically got on a call around a month ago, and they were like, hey, really love what you're doing. We have shifted our internal priorities, and we basically can't pay you anymore, which is really cute. And I've never been in this position before. And I know I'm making light of it, and it's also a month out. I honestly haven't talked about it, and if you're someone who's gotten laid off or ever lost a job or whatever, like, it feels embarrassing. Like, I felt embarrassed at first, one, because I was so surprised. Like, I thought things were going well, which they ended up reaffirming me, like, yes, things are going well, we are happy with what you're doing. Like, kind of a it's not you, it's me kind of breakup. It's literally how it felt. I was like, oh my god, why is my company breaking up with me out of nowhere? But like, oh my gosh, does it feel embarrassing, especially being that it was a new job and I left a job for this job, to kind of just be taken aback and then also be told, like, you couldn't have really done anything, but like, you're not gonna have a paycheck. Like, it definitely is frustrating and also just, again, embarrassing, because I'm like, I just, I've been raving to people about my job in this company, and now I don't even work there anymore. I'm not embarrassed anymore, and I also am very trusting that, like, when one door closes, so another one can open. I've really been, like, posting less because I feel like I've kind of taken a step back from, like, evaluating what my life actually, like, what I actually want to be doing with.
She took a step back from posting because she's really feeling it. Like, when you put on the camera, you want to put on your best face and your best emotions, and, you know what I mean? You want to connect with your audience in a positive way. But when you really going through it, it's like, bro, you at a loss for words. You at a loss for words. You're astonished. You're flabbergasted. You don't know what to do. You're just in a state of confusion and panic. And you don't want to put that on your viewers. You don't want your viewers to see you like that. And you don't want to have them feel the same way, especially if they're going through a similar situation. So I can definitely understand why she took a step back from posting. I definitely understand that. But we all are going through it together, bro. We are all going through it together.
My life. So thankful for my savings account, and then also I had a couple of side gigs that I was doing, which were able to just bring me a little bit of money, even though I lost like my main income. I've been focusing this month on picking up a couple of other side gigs as well too, just in the meantime. And I actually did have a job interview today. My first interview, it took a month, but I got one. I just wanted to update and be transparent, and if you've ever been laid off, I feel you, unfortunately. Like, I'm now right there with you. And again, this is no direct shade to the company that I was with. Sometimes it's how the cookie crumbles. It just sucks when, like, it's your cookie that's crumbling. So we are moving forward. I also had time to start up one of my little passion projects that I've been wanting to do, which is Burnout to Baddie. I finally had some free time to be able to do that. So more to come on this account, and then I made it its own Instagram account as well if you want to check out and support. So yeah, love you guys. Heart goes out to anyone in this position, but I know we're all going to be okay, and let's keep killing it.
There is no such thing as a good job anymore, and I think that we need to collectively.
Off the rip, I feel exactly what he said. There's no such thing as a good job anymore. I don't know when this became the reality, but it's certainly the reality. There is no such thing as a good job anymore because there is no job security. You can lose your job any day of the week as of no fault of your own. Just because the companies are downsizing, inflation is hitting hard, the cost of everything is going up, and we just cannot keep paying out money to people who are not really doing too much. You know what I mean? Like I said, the lowest guy on the totem pole is going to get it first. It's always like that. People who got seniority, they might be able to ride the wave for a little bit longer than everybody else. But it won't be long before the company goes belly up and everybody's going to be out of a job, bro. Everybody's going to be out of a job. I don't know what America is going to look like within the next 2 to 3 years. But from where I stand, it is not looking good, bro. It's not looking good. It just ain't.
Just understand that. The days of just applying or walking with an application or calling or knowing a friend and getting a job, those days are completely over. And what's even worse is that, like, you can't even go get a job at anything under like $25 an hour and live a life by yourself. Live a life independently. And I wish our parents understood that. They genuinely think that we can just go out, get a job, and just make it happen. I don't understand what we gotta do. What chart do we need to show them? What news segment, what graph, what table we need to do? What do we need to do to show them that it just doesn't work no more?
I was laid off last month, and it's officially been a little over a month now since I've been laid off. And one of the very first things that I did was make my little sappy LinkedIn post just saying, hi, I'm laid off, I'm unemployed, I'm looking for opportunity, and I want to use my network, and here's what I'm looking for, essentially. Today, I just signed an offer letter. I wouldn't have gotten this opportunity had I not posted my LinkedIn post. I was kind of embarrassed when I first made the post, but I just felt like I had to do it. I have so many connections on LinkedIn. I need to utilize my network, and I think networking is so important. And I had multiple different conversations, but had I not made that post, I wouldn't have gotten this job offer. All this to be said, if you're laid off, you're unemployed, take a chance, make the post on LinkedIn. It doesn't matter if you look, or if you're embarrassed, because what's going to happen? Someone's going to read it and be like, oh, that person's laid off. They might know someone, or they might know something in the pipeline that's being worked on where someone's growing a team. You just never know. It's just worth making the post, because even if you get the opportunity just to have a few conversations with someone new, that's someone new that you're adding into your network. And you never know what's going to come back around. Maybe in a year from now, that person will be like, hey, you know, you weren't a fit now, but thought about you with this opportunity. Would you be interested in a conversation again? You know? So yeah, this is your sign. If you're laid off, it's not the end of the world. Enjoy your time off if you can, and make your LinkedIn post. It's so worth it.
Okay, guys. At this point, I'm gonna have to start selling feet pictures because this job market is unreal. I have never seen a job market like this. I've never had so much trouble finding a job. When can anybody ever tell me before that you have applied for hundreds and hundreds of jobs? Like, I have years of experience in healthcare, in customer service, education. I have a bachelor's degree that I can't even use. At this point, I have applied for more than 600 jobs.
Wow. 600. I feel like these people just be throwing numbers out, but a part of me feel like they really went through the ringer and applied to all these different jobs and still didn't get a call back, didn't get an answer back. Nobody contacted them. Nobody let them know, even let them know that they're not hiring. They just ghost you and disappear. And you're just left wondering, like, is anybody going to call me? Is anybody going to tell me anything? Like, bro, it's just a chaotic situation right now in America, and nobody's really hiring. Bro, everybody's downsizing. Every company is downsizing because they're trying to save money. They're trying to improve the. See, this is the problem with capitalism. A capitalist society. Everybody's trying to increase the bottom line while cutting their workforce. You're gonna give the people who are currently working or still working there more work, more labor to do to make up for all the lost manpower or lost mind power because of all the cuts and layoffs. It's just the difficulty of life is just ramping up at an alarming rate, and nobody seems to have an answer. Nobody knows what to do, and everybody's just running around with like a chicken with their head cut off, trying to figure out what's the next move, bro. While they're bleeding out, bro. It's sad. It's just a sad day in America because nobody knows what to do, bro. And this video is evident of that.
I am running out of thoughts to put on cover letters. I am running out of everything. Am I using ChatGPT? Absolutely. Aren't we all? Because we don't know what else to say on the cover letters. We're trying to tweak our bullet points or our summaries because we don't know what else to say. Like, and the fact that I have to just end up waiting a few more days to go back on LinkedIn or Indeed or even just different company websites because it's the same thing, because I'm applying so much and it's constantly the same jobs. But the problem also is that these are ghost jobs. They're not even real. We continue to see the same job that, like, oh.
And that's why I hate Indeed. That's why I hate Indeed, because Indeed has so many scam and ghost jobs on there, bro. You never know if you're really getting a real person or a real company to apply to, bro. Indeed is just full of scams and scam artists trying to get your information for whatever reason. I don't know if they're trying to do identity theft or what have you, but bro, this is no way to live. This is no way to live, bro.
Reposted 2 weeks ago, and yet it says, 100 people have clicked on it. Well, then obviously they're just not even looking. But this is absolutely unreal. Obviously, costs are up. I'm in Illinois, so we've got tax on tax on tax on tax on tax. So our gas is nearing $4 because we have a new gas tax, and then we have the tax on the gas tax. And how are people supposed to survive? And I'm so tired of hearing like, oh, people are lazy and they don't want to work. Are you kidding me? I know I am not the only one. I see these TikToks all the time. People applying for hundreds of jobs. We're trying. Like, it's not a bunch of lazy people. Are there lazy people out there? Of course there are. But we're being put in with a lot of people that don't want to work when we're trying. I've seen people on LinkedIn who have applied for more than 1,000 jobs, which I'm not far from. But this is absolutely unbelievable. And I have applied, look, my bachelor's is in the healthcare field. Would I take something in customer service, or like right now I just kind of do a little bit of side hustling education, like tutoring and stuff? Just give me a job where I can pay the bills and have some benefits. I don't think that's too much to ask for.
If you have multiple college degrees and you're applying, and no one will hire you, and you get to an interview and no one will hire you, you're not crazy. It's because of your college degrees. You don't have to believe me. You can test this. Go to your resume, backspace, until your college degree is no longer on there. Take it off your LinkedIn. Remove your graduation year. and apply again and tell me if you don't see a difference. You're not crazy. They are, in fact, not hiring you because you have a college degree. And not to say I told you so, but I did. Literally 3 years ago, last year, I said, college graduates, they're going to go around you. Businesses, the companies, they're going to go around you because your degrees are not just worthless. They're actively, negatively impacting you. All they do.
That's crazy. So for all the people who went to school for some years, you weren't getting job experience, and now because of that, people are overlooking you because you don't have job experience. You're fresh out of school and you're green behind the ears, and they don't want somebody who doesn't know the climate or what it's like to work for a company. That's just crazy, bro. We all thought that going to college was the right thing to do, and then you paid all that money out. Now you're in debt trying to find a job, and you're being overlooked because you have a college degree. Now, I don't know the validity of that statement, but I'm inclined to believe this woman, bro. I'm inclined to believe her. That's crazy, bro. You're getting overlooked because you have a college degree. What kind of society are we living in?
Is make you believe. They create the expectation that you will make more than you actually will with no real skills, because college doesn't teach you real skills, and there's no set criteria of skills that college that the employers know that you're going to get if you come with a college degree. There's just not. You have a college degree from some minor state university, you have a college degree from a community college, you have a college degree from Harvard. There's no set level of skills. They have no idea what that means. They have no idea. Tell me what set of skills is universal among those people. It means nothing. It means nothing. All it means to them is that, one, you are going to turn over faster, because statistically you do. Degree people turn over 39% less. 39% less. That's really attractive to employers because hiring and churn is really expensive. There's been a study done that shows that especially new college graduates come in and they think that they're smarter than everyone else. And shocker, people don't like to work with people like that. The other thing is that you, and this is not really your fault, but you have inherited a terrible economy and you need to make more money, and you also now have to service this ridiculous debt burden because college tuition doubles every 9 years. And because of that, you are going to be extremely dissatisfied when you take a job that you don't think is paying you what you're worth, but you're not really worth that. The college just told you that you were because you were spending money at the college. So take it off. Remove your graduation year so they don't bias it out. And tell me if that doesn't make a difference. It will.
Today's been a rough day. So if you had a rough day, I stand with you. I have been unemployed since the beginning of the year, and I have probably applied for I'm not even kidding, at least 500 jobs. The amount of applying and just working so hard just to get a rejection has just been so debilitating. And as someone who built a career, it's you're what am I doing wrong? What is happening? But the market is just so tough right now, and it's pretty tough to stay positive. I work in marketing. I absolutely love it. I built a career in it. And specifically an influencer and social hub, I've been the most involved the last few years. I picked up a UGC role for a company. I'll actually be posting for it on here, which I'm excited to do in the next few weeks. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna lean more into posting on here because I don't know what else to do. I'm just I feel like I'm working so hard and I'm not getting any results. So maybe
coming on here to complain for a second. I was laid off 2 months ago from a tech sales job. I feel like I've been laid off a million times. I've been applying to jobs, been getting a couple interviews here and there. Just the job market is such shit right now that the jobs that I am getting interviews for, in all honesty, I'm just not all that jazzed about. And I'm really looking for a job where I can actually stay somewhere for many years, because finding a job is such a drag. So I'm trying to balance this, I don't want to take a job that I'm not really that pumped about, but also I need a job so I can't be that picky in a really tough job market. On top of that, we're going into the holidays, so there's so many people that have just paused hiring until after the first of the year. And I'm just exhausted by this whole thing. Because I've been in the tech industry now for basically my whole career, I've been laid off multiple times, and because I've been laid off multiple times, I've interviewed a million times. I've leveraged connections that I have. I've leveraged my network, and it's just, here we are again. Like, when is it gonna end? And I feel like the universe is being like, Emily, time to make a pivot, right? Like, you've been laid off multiple times in the tech industry. Maybe it's time to find something else. But the problem with that is now I'm, 7 or 8 years into my career, and if I look into a different industry, or a different job altogether, I'm gonna take a massive hit in how much money I'm making. I'm just, can someone just give me money?
This is just my
Can someone just give me money? I feel that sentiment, bro. Can someone just give me money? Because that's what I need. I need money, bro. She was in tech for like 7, 8 years, and now she's thinking about starting over in another field, and she's definitely going to take a pay cut, bro. You're going to be going to entry level. You're going to be going to entry level. You can't just get a job in management or analyst position or anything like that because you're starting over. After 7 years, now you got to start over, bro. That's crazy. That is insane. I feel for anybody who has to start over, bro. Because starting over feels like dying, bro. Feels like you had to die, and now you're starting over fresh. Don't know nothing about this new situation, this new job opportunity, and you got to figure it all out when you get there. And probably, even worse, nobody's going to be wanting to train you because everybody's just so stressed out nowadays, bro. With the way life is, nobody wants to take the time to help you out because they're trying to help themselves the whole time. So let's continue.
2 cents based on some videos that I've seen on the internet so far. If y'all are under the impression that there are multiple jobs in the tech space right now, and it's so easy to get a 9 to 5, and everyone's making $300K in the tech space right out of college, that is wrong. Don't fall under these spells. Like, yeah, there are jobs, but the tech market is severely suffering. I know that there's misinformation all over the web, but the Bay Area has been reporting on the news over and over again that if you are straight out of college with a CS degree, you are not going to get a job. And I'm not here to be a downer. I just want to make sure that y'all are aware that the tech hub isn't hiring. So if you get a job, I'm so happy, so happy. Please help other people as best as you can. But if you're lead coding and you can't get a job, it's not you, bestie.
I hate to be a negative Nancy, but I am not excited to graduate college at all. This is solely because I don't have a post-grad job lined up for me as of right now. I know that will change. I will be employed, but I think the idea of graduating with a job lined up has been so romanticized. I mean, that's what we worked our asses for these past 4 years, is to graduate with a job in hand. And the fact that I don't have that right now, and so many other people don't either, it makes the act of graduation just completely unmotivating. I'm not excited. I do pictures. I have to find a dress. It's all these things, I should be looking forward to them, but I almost feel like it's another chore that I have to do. And a big part of this, I feel like it stems from honestly just being burnt out through your senior year of college, especially your last month of college. I feel like no one really talks about your last month of college. I feel like for me it's been the most mentally derailing month of my life, not to be so, as far as school, I'm just fuck, I want to be over with it. But at the same time, okay, I'm over with it, but then I have nothing to really look forward to. But again, this is not a very abundant way of thinking. I need to think with abundance and that every opportunity comes to me. I'm open to all opportunities. But I think this past month, it's just been kind of hitting me a little harder than normal. And at the end of the day, I know I'm a smart girl. I will have a job secured for me when the time is right. I'm not alone, which is, I think I have to keep telling myself, a lot of people are in the same shoes as me right now. Yeah, it still sucks. I want to feel excited for graduating college and getting my bachelor's, but I'm literally not, and I hope that changes, because I should be.
Damn, and that's it. So we were just watching this video of people complaining about the layoffs and economy and all this and all that. And it's going to keep happening. It's going to keep happening because, like I said before in the beginning of the video, they're trying to crash the economy. So we're desperate for whatever systems and programs they have for us to sign up for that mark of the beast system. They trying to get everybody chipped to whereas you can't buy, sell, or trade unless you have the mark. We are walking into the book of Revelation. If you don't think we are, I got news for you. Read the Bible. Read Revelation. You ain't even gotta read the whole Bible. Just read Revelation. And it's gonna begin to make sense. So with that being said, Professor Hawk signing out. Hawk Sensei bids you adieu. Hope you enjoyed this reaction, guys. Toodaloo.